Hey guys, it's Troy and it's pen mail time. Wanted to share with you one that I just recently got yesterday. Did a little bit of cleanup on this particular pen, flushed it out really well, and just basically took off a little bit of the oxidation that was on it, filled it up, and wanted to share it with you here today. So, what I did was I ordered this off from eBay. And actually from somebody who I have seen an awful lot on pen community message boards on both Facebook and also selling on eBay. So I went ahead and picked up this pen, and then I got a private message from the person that said, hey! So we kept in touch. Actually, she is one of my subscribers here on my YouTube channel. And I'll tell you what I'll do is I will put up the link to her eBay account so you can see what kinds of pens that she has for sale, because I bought two from her and I've got one on the way. But this one here is a German pen. It is a cartridge converter style pen, and Kreuzer, I believe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, K-R-U-E-Z-E-R. So I'm going to hold that up, and right there on that clip it says Kreuzer and Germany. Alright, so one of the things that I noticed on this pen, number one, it was not really expensive. It was probably in the $15, $16 range. But one of the things that I liked about it, and I'm going to set this down here, is that it kind of resembled some pens that I really like that are also converter filled. So let's see if you recognize these right here. And I actually have another one because that I have not got out here, only because the barrel needs to be replaced, and I've got a barrel on order. But these are here Waterman CF, as in what? Cartridge fillers. That's right. So Waterman CF pens. And this was kind of similar in its styling. This one actually, I believe, is a CC, or not. One of them these is a CC and not a CF. But one of the things, I'll pick up these two in particular. If you notice, they both, they've got the plastic for the barrel. They've got a silver metal cap and the clip, and it's got the slant here on the cap. So I kind of like that style, and I'm used to it. And so these are American-made vintage pens, whereas this is a fairly contemporary German-made pen. So I went ahead and picked that up. And one of the things I like about it too is you take off the nib, and you've got not really a semi-hooded, almost an inlaid style of nib there. So let me go ahead and set this down, and let me show you, like on the Watermans. This is what the Waterman looks like by comparison. So if that shows you anything right there. And let's open up another Waterman here and here. So, I mean, it kind of emulates that style a little bit. I'm not going to say it copies it, because Waterman's not the only one who ever came out with them. But one of the things about the Watermans is they take very much a proprietary cartridge, and this will take standard international cartridges and converters. That's in theory. Here's rant time, why I say in theory. Here I have 5 different standard international converters. 3 of them won't fit in this particular pen. 2 of them will. Standard international is kind of a misnomer. You've got some people that are just a little bit different in how they present things. This is a Jinhao, came out of a Jinhao, and the barrel of the converter is just a little bigger, and the thickness of the nipple there is a little bit bigger. It does not fit all pens. It'll fit some. This is, I think, a Duke converter, brand converter, and it also does not fit this particular pen. Here's another fairly inexpensive one. It also does not fit that particular pen. However, don't think it's the pen. because this is actually fairly common. These three I found don't fit much of anything, except maybe some Jinhaos. So I went ahead and I've got these. These two will fit. This is a little more expensive than some of the others, but this particular converter does fit very nicely. I chose not to use it because I had more of these, which this is the one with a little slide. So you slide up, slide down, slide up, slide down, kind of piston operation. And I had some more of these laying around than I did the others. So I went ahead and used one of those in this particular pen. So this is a slip top, plastic body, metal cap. It does not post until you get it in just right. You start to go down the side, now it kind of catches. Oh, once you get past that little point, now it posts very nicely. So you just got to get it perfectly, and it's a very lightweight pen. That's one of the things I like about the Waterman CF pens, is that they actually go very nicely in the hand. They're fairly lightweight, and you can see that's what I've got, one of those push-pull converters. I thought about putting in a cartridge, and I went ahead and flushed this out. It had previously some blue ink in it, but I wanted to put some red ink into it. Didn't know what kind of quality ink it had previously, so I wanted to make sure it was good and flush before I put some in. So I went ahead and put that in there. So you've got that nice little band there at the separation between the section and the barrel, and you've got just slight ribbing here on the barrel. It actually holds very nicely. It's comfortable. It's a decent enough girth in order to fit well in the hand. I can tell you that when I first filled this pen and tried it, it was just a hair on the scratchy side. So a couple of minutes with some micro mesh, and now it writes a whole lot better. What I did was I filled it with this, one of my favorite red inks, and you can see the tube is empty. I had to whip out my ink miser and use up the rest of it, and then I went ahead and rinsed this out. But a Nemesine Aeolus Palace Red, which is one of my favorite red inks. I've gone through several fillings out of this one capsule, and every time I've really liked the results. So let's go ahead and let's do a slight redding sample. So this is a Kreuzer TZ Kreuzer. Now, there is no model on here. The only markings you see anywhere that are brand or model number, right there. That's it, right there on that clip. I really can't tell on it what if there is a model designation for it. But you know, it writes a little on the fine side, but now it writes a lot smoother than it did when I first got it. Because, like I said, it was just a hair on the scratchy side. In about 2-3 minutes with some micro mesh, adjusting it just a little bit, it actually does pretty good. Lays down a decent amount of ink, even for that fine line, and with that steel nib. Let's play with it just a little bit. You're not going to get a whole lot of line variation, and I didn't expect that I would. It's an inexpensive, starter pen. It's probably a student pen, and it may very well end up in the hands of a student, perhaps. Not going to say too much more. But I liked it. I saw it, and this is definitely worth carrying. I'll probably be carrying this as my pen of the day on Sunday, since I have that ability to do so. But for 16, 15 bucks, I cannot complain whatsoever. Fairly inexpensive German-made steel semi-inlaid nib Kreuzer fountain pen that takes standard international cartridges and converters that actually fit standard international made pens. So anyway, there you go. That's my latest pen mail, and I've got several more on the way. Just to give you an idea, it's been a little bit since I've been on an ordering binge, but with some of these Black Friday sales that have come up, I can tell you right now that I've got an ST DuPont Classique coming on the way. I've got a lever filler, a Canadian-made Eclipse oversized pen coming. I got a Pelican M200, a 1950s Mont Blanc 342, and a Pelican Go are all on order and on the way. In addition to that, I've been in communication with the guy who is restoring for me the Waterman Safety Pen 12S that I shared with you. So he's torn that apart, and hopefully he'll have that done here pretty soon, and it'll be on its way back to me. And also I just emailed, hopefully, to get a status update. For over a year now, I have been waiting on a custom pen from Sean Newton, one of his Clear Shinobi, so I'm looking forward to getting that. So anyway, just sharing with you a little bit here today, and I'll probably have some more videos out. I haven't had a lot of time to do pens here lately, the pen hobby, much less do a video. So anyway, come back a little later, subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to hit that little bell button, and that'll tell you when I have new videos up and running. So hey, thanks for watching. Bye.